Core Keeper is a great game with a large emphasis on exploration supported by a healthy amount of gathering and a modest amount of crafting. When you start a new world, you're naturally in need of just about every type of resource possible, and the first of them all is wood. Wood is used to make your basic light source, torches, as well as basic armor and weapons. It's also used to make storage chests and the first type of walls and floor tiles you can use to build and decorate your base or safe house. Later in the game, it can be fed into a sawmill to create boards, which can then be further used to craft various useful items. All of this to say, wood is cheap, useful, and, because of how much of it you can need, worth farming. So, how do you efficiently farm wood? Well, there are two ways to do so: basic and manual, followed by advanced and automated. We'll start with the basic and manual method. First, you'll need 5 wood seeds, a hoe, and a watering can. You'll need to clear an area of at least 10 by 19 squares. You can shape this farm either tall or wide, either way works fine. It's also advisable, though not necessary, to outline or contain the farm by placing walls, laying floor tiles, or digging holes, as wood cannot grow through walls over decorative flooring or into the abyss. Thus, all of these methods of limiting a farm's size are valid. Regardless of if you contain the farm or not, what you plant the seeds in and surround it with matters as well. Wood seeds can only be planted in and grow outwards on to dirt, clay, turf, meadow, and grass blocks. This means you should replace any blocks like sand or stone to allow the farm to grow unimpeded. However, this also means you can prevent wood from growing in certain directions by simply surrounding a wood farm with blocks like sand or stone. Anyways, to build the farm, you want to place the seeds in an alternating fashion down the center of the 10-block wide strip. Count down the length of the area by 3 tiles, hoe the 4th, plant the seed, and water it. Then count another 3 tiles in the same direction, move to the side, put a seed in. Move another 3 tiles, move once to be back in line with the first seed, and put down another. What you're trying to do is ensure that each seed has at least 2 tiles of free space to expand in all directions, and allow it a maximum of 4 tiles if it should randomly favor a single direction. It'll take up to 30 minutes for the initial root to grow to maturity, but once they do, the farm will grow on average 50 to 70 wood every half hour. All you need to do is remember to take the time to collect it all up, remembering not to destroy the 5 core root blocks which all the wood grows from. This setup will do you for a time, but a manual wood farm can be tedious to harvest, so you should really try to upgrade to an automated one as soon as you can. An efficient automated wood farm has a much smaller footprint, with significantly greater output compared to that of the manual variant. The one detailed here will produce roughly 150 wood every half hour. You can upgrade to a basic automated wood farm as soon as you start to gather tin, and will need both an electronics table and an automation table to make the necessary drills and wires. You'll need an area of 5 by 7 to make this farm, with the area being 7 by 8 if you count the tiles, walls, or holes you need to place around it for containment. The design is straightforward. Just till a strip of 5 tiles to plant seeds in. Then leave a strip next to it blank, till another 5 tiles, leave a blank strip, and till a 3rd strip. Plant and water your seeds. Then, if you haven't already, place your walls or tiles or dig holes around the farm to prevent the roots from growing outside the limits. Next, take 2 drills and place them at the end of the blank strips facing the empty space. Put the lever between them and throw it to turn on the drills. That is all you need for the most basic automated wood farm, because items, when dropped on the ground in Core Keeper, do not despawn. But this design can still be upgraded with auto collection once you gain access to Scarlet Ore, which is necessary to make robot arms at the automation table. To do this, take 2 robot arms and 1 electrical wire. Place an arm immediately behind the lever with the claw hand above the space behind a drill. Place the wire behind that arm and the second drill. Then, place the second arm next to the wire with the claw above the space behind the second drill. Finally, put a chest behind the second arm. This setup could be cheapened with conveyor belts, but the beauty of this specific design is you can place a table saw on top of the wire to further upgrade the farm so it produces an even quantity of raw wood and planks, which are useful in various crafting recipes later in the game. Moreover, this complete setup can be easily rebuilt during mid and end game for coral wood and gleam wood, both of which have plank variants. Once you run into these wood variants, you'll likely need a lot of them, so being able to seed a small, cheap farm with modest output relieves a lot of tedium and saves time. The only catch is you need to have the proper blocks to plant the different seed types in, beach block for coral and crystal for gleam wood. Now, while the farms covered here are fairly straightforward to build, there can be problems that crop up stemming from how CoreKeeper functions as a program and calculates many different hidden factors. The most common problem with wood farms is how occasionally wood simply won't grow onto a single tile. The cause is a bit complicated and requires you to understand how root systems grow. Here, we see two separate roots being forced to grow at each other, yet they have stopped and have not joined. The reason for this is because they have spawned separate root systems, which will never intersect or join with each other. Going back to the earlier farm design, it's possible for something like this to happen, because this set of roots is separate from this set, and these seeds cannot ever grow to join the two together. This interferes with the design of the farm layout because its output is centered on leveraging the ability of multiple seeds attached to the same root system to rapidly grow one block over and over where the drills will harvest. Thus, if you have two root systems breaking the continuity, it severely hampers how many seeds have access to the only allowed block space everything is meant to grow in. In the case of this small farm design, the solution is fairly simple, though tedious. Choose a conjoined root system you want everything to join to. Then remove all the other roots and use floor tiles to block off all growth, except for one space where the existing root system needs to expand to. After the existing root grows into the space, clear an additional tile for it to keep spreading, and continue this till the root has covered all the area it needs to. And that's nearly everything you need to know about building a wood farm in CoreKeeper. Don't forget the designs covered here, while functional on their own, can also be tweaked, adjusted, and even expanded upon to your liking. Feel free to share your techniques down in the comments. Until next time though, my name is William Strife, thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you later.